Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the next episode of the Full Flare podcast with Alex, Goerkem, and Roman. Today we're talking about social media, the power of social media, and the benefit for a flare bartender. I would start with you, Roman, right now, because you have the biggest community. What is the most important thing to keep growing on social media, in your opinion?
I think you need to be consistent, I guess, like posting often. Like in the case of Instagram, like videos, reels, whatever happened in your life, like regarding flare bartending, because I think the community is following you because of that. And you can also show some part of your life, but it has to be like attached to flare bartending, I guess, which is my career. So being consistent, I guess. And being honest also on what you post, in my case at least, yeah.
Yeah. Goerkem, you are very strong on the social media. You post from every event, even if you're not at the event by yourself. Your employees send it to you and then you share it on your Instagram. How important is it for you, for your business?
I mean, I learned just in the last 2 or 3 years that social media is very important for my business, to reach more people with that what we are doing, and to, of course, to reach more customers. Because in the end it really makes sense to be, as Roman said, to be really consistent with that what you're posting, to show the people that you're still active, that you're in the game, that you're doing something for the passion, what you're living for. And so it is really a nice tool with social media to get connected to your customers and to your followers. And the most important thing, in my opinion, is really to be successful in that way is, of course, to be authentic. Yeah, because we all know most of the influencers, we call them, they're not really authentic. It's like kind of a dream world, and the reality looks mostly different. And when you are authentic with that what you're doing, and honest and humble, then of course you can have a lot of success also in the social media way.
Alex,
Where? Tell me.
You have one reel right now is pumping. It's really crazy, I think, in my opinion. And the funny thing is, Alex is showing the move also on competition, but a lot of times at the competition when he's on stage he failed, and every time when it's not important he nailed it. And this time you made a reel with your tuxedo, your long hair, and the no look move. Tell me something about it, how this impact in your social media life.
Yeah, actually, social media lives. Yes, we said also in the previous episodes. When you're preparing for a competition, it's all about then your 5 minutes of performance. So, as it is just one simple, original, but also difficult move. So we can call it like this. So sometimes it's really difficult to land it, because when you have only one chance, you don't look at the bottle, so it's like going blind to do these things. So it's like, oh, you get it or you don't get it. And yeah, actually I like, because there are many people who likes this, and I can see it because in others competition I had a nice reaction from the crowd. So I think that even one simple move but made it in that way, it can let the people have a nice feedback on you, so you feel good to continue. And yeah, and also as we said, that I landed in a non-competition moment. Yeah, because I always got pissed sometimes when I don't land on the stage. That's why then I'm saying I have to do only this, bam, and then I land the moves without to stay on the stage. So it's also funny for me. It makes me feel like I know how to do it, but why in that moment not?
But this is the impact of social media is awesome.
Yeah, then they helps you in many ways. Like they wanted to see you again, or they try to comment like these moves when you see it in live, it looks more impressive than just a normal video. So it lets you think, okay, I have to do it all the times. So then the people will react as I want. So then I can feel comfortable to continue my performance. So thanks to the followers.
Goerkem, do you think that is important to have like a nice camera, etc., to produce any content as a flare bartender?
Yeah, it depends on what your target is. Yeah, if it is very important for you to grow on social media, then of course you need to have some nice kits to make some videos look more professional. And of course it is very important. I mean, we have the luck that we have the Chinese with the cam, yeah. So that's our benefit. We have what we can use for our travels and for our competitions and for our events. But it doesn't come from nothing, yeah. So it is kind of, yeah, it's a kind of skill which you need to learn, of course, and it is also very hard work, guys. This is really lots of work. You need to invest lots of time to make all the videos, to publish it, to cut it. That is really lots of hard work, which my friend Alvin at least do it, and so it doesn't come just from nothing.
But
and of course,
it's not important to have like a big camera. You can do it with your phone.
Yeah, actually, you can do it with every device which has like kind of some megapixels on the cam. When you have a kind of nice iPhone, of course, you can record some nice videos and reels. But it is every time better to have someone with you who catches all the moments for you, that you can concentrate really on that what you really love to do. Yeah, I mean, it is like you need to make decisions in your life. You want to put the focus more on business or flair or making reels. Yeah, I mean, there are some flair bartenders who set the focus more on making reels, and they never compete, or they competed back in the days, and they realized, okay, they are successful with that, so they started to do reels and make money with it. I mean, if they're good in that, why not? Yeah. So, but when you really want to grow in that what you're doing with real skills, I mean, then of course it is every time better to have someone with you who makes for you this kind of videos, and who catches for you the right moments, and who knows how to record you. I mean, it's not that easy to record the right moments in the right with the right angle and the right position. You need to understand what a flair bartender, or how a bartender acts, and how a flair bartender acts on stage, to follow him. I mean, I had lots of really bad video makers back in the days who tried to record my shows, my moves, etc., and it looked really bad. I mean, I could do it better then. In first case, a video recorder or a video maker needs to understand this kind of job, yeah, so that he can feel what you feel too, and so to record you in the right moment.
Yeah. Alex, right now the four-player competition team have the luxury to have a cameraman on the trips, but what did you do before? Is there any special app you use to create your reels? Even now you create some reels and do it by yourself. Is there an app what you can recommend to other bartenders in the game they can use?
Yes, guys.
By the way, he's an Android user.
Yes, guys. Try to contact the same guys which we are recording now, the same podcast, because I never used any special application. I mean, just to try to record myself. And
but how did you do the swirl? Like
I just find some effect on the Instagram reels, like just find some effect, and I did it. I thought it was nice, so those are my special skills behind the camera.
Roman, do you have any recommendation for the community out there? Maybe an app what they can use to create stunning reels just without the big knowledge, or?
I think content is the key, actually. Like, I mean, you don't actually need that much production behind the reels, especially because reels are like kind of TikTok algorithm, and they want to see you in real life or something like that. Like, so then I think the simple you do it, the better it is. But your moves or your proposal needs to be a really good one. Yeah.
Goerkem, do you remember the first time you were in front of the camera, and how does it feel?
Yeah, I remember very well. I was really very nervous, and I had to repeat very often the sentences, what I wanted to say, and also my reactions to the questions. And when the cameraman told me, like, don't look to the camera, look at me, or don't look at me, look to the camera, so I was really very irritated and not knowing with how shall I act. Then, okay, I look in the air. So it is really, it was really difficult for me to understand how this kind of works out in the end. So. But from time to time, I understood it, and I got more into it, and I learned really very quick. So, okay, this is how it works, and this is how it looks more professional, and it looks more professional when you're authentic.
What do you think? Is it important to have like a short amount of videos, or like a short movie about yourself to show maybe upcoming customers or clients your skills to make more money?
Yeah, I think it works for the customers. If you look more professional if you have it, I guess.
Yeah, it is the new kind of curriculum at the days of today, because before they were not even reading your curriculum, even if you were working the most impressionant place in the world, they were not even checked because they were just looking for somebody. But now when you show them your small window full of some nice pictures and small videos of what you have done, maybe only the last year, they already start to trust you, and for sure it will work.
We have another 4 minutes left. In these 4 minutes, Alex, tell me, which was the most crazy bar you've ever been in your life?
Oh, okay, it was in China. I have to tell you this. Well, it was a very, very nice and luxury bar, which I went with all the bosses of the company that I was working for. And there they were one of the best Chinese bartender, and I just asked them for one Americano, Italian aperitivo, so just some easy stuff. I don't know how much they paid, but there in that bar I discovered the toilet with the flash, automatic flash. So I just had my best experience in this bar, actually.
What ability are you talking about? Like,
the toilet
What's the name of the bar?
I don't remember. It was a few venues after the bar where I was working, but
Too many Americanos.
no, it was I don't remember the name exactly.
Okay.
No.
Goerkem, which bar was the most?
It was in Tokyo, and
Another place in Asia?
yeah, another place in Asia. But they're really very forward with the bar culture, and very more in the future. And it was unexpected because we just followed another Japanese flair bartender after the IBA competition, and he said, "I will show you some nice place, and we will have some nice drinks there." I was like, "Okay, let's go for it." And we all went there, and we just entered kind of a block flats, like skyscraper flats, and they were looking like that they are living, many people in little spaces. And then we just went into the elevator, and we went with the elevator in the 12th floor, and there was just opening one normal simple door, like a normal flat door, and it just opened, and there were waiting like kind of a waitress and welcoming us, and like with welcome to our bar.
You sure you went to a bar, not to the red light area?
No, it was really a bar, and I was really surprised about it, because you think you will now come into a small area in a small flat, but then you just went into the corridor, and after the corridor you entered the next door, and then you see a huge place with a huge back bar with a very old bartender behind the bar in a white smoking.
Wow.
That was really wow. That was like amazing, the most amazing moment in my life when I visited a bar. It was like, because it was also unexpected, and for me it was like, that has style, you know? You don't expect it when you come in a place like this and you see a very old bartender with a white smoking.
Yeah.
Awesome. And now you, tell me.
I have seen many crazy bars, and
Sorry that I asked you.
No, sorry. I mean, I've been working in some of them. Like back in Buenos Aires, I worked in 2 speakeasies. One, you had to get in this telephone thing and digit the numbers, and then you push one of the doors of the cabin and you get into the bar, really huge bar. And yeah, and then another bar I worked, it was like a cafeteria, and you had to push one of the walls, and this massive bar, like Industrial Revolution theme bar, with a lot of weird things like watches and many like old stuff hanging, and really a really good impact. Like I think it's one of my favorite bars I've ever seen. And in Asia, in Japan, same thing as Goerkem. I went to this apartment in the 5th floor or whatever, and there was a bar. And yeah, it happened to me also in Kyoto, that I was walking by the street and I saw this door, like it looks like a really poor place or whatever. You open the door and you have like this high-class bar with really good bartenders smoking or whatever, and like really good cocktails. Yeah, I think the world is full of this kind of bars. You just need to discover.
You just need to discover them. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you discover, first of all, go to Asia. We're finished with our episode, and now Roman, you have the last word for the community.
All right, guys, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, and if you really like it, leave a comment, please. See you next time.